channel. Today I'm going to be taking you along and sharing how I set up my room for a month of April, my daycare room specifically, and sharing some activities that I have planned for this month, as well as some themes and how things are all set up and what I'm planning on doing for this month. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. And without further ado, I'm going to turn the camera around and we're going to get started. So here is a look at my room, and before I get on all the details, I'm going to go into the details on my table first. So this week's theme, or this month's theme, as I mentioned, is going buggy, but it is really just a spring theme and kind of adding everything that's around spring for next month and a half. So for this coming week, we have farm baby animals, and next week we have what grows on the farm. So this allows me to have a wide variety of materials out for them, so that way I can extend it for 2, even possibly 3 weeks without having to change a lot of stuff, and giving the children opportunity to play with everything long enough. I do find sometimes a week theme is not enough time for them to really get into and experience everything that I have to offer within that theme. So this is my weekly lesson plan, and this I have posted over here along with my monthly calendar as well as my April news that I give to parents. And then I also post this on our page. I have a private page on Facebook that I share it. Let me know if you would like to have a little look and what that looks like, and maybe I can share it on Instagram as well. And then my theme, this is like my brain dump for the theme. I plan out everything before I add it to my nice printed out calendar. And I don't put all the single details in here. This is more for me as well, just where I can find things that I'm planning on doing for arts and crafts and stuff like that. So I start my day, so just to give you a look at my calendar. So we have welcome children at 7:30 till 8:30, and then we have table activity between 8 and 8:30, pretty much from the time the children come till 8:30, depending on what they need. If they need breakfast, then they'll eat breakfast and move on to table activity. And table activity typically includes I'm trying to include STEMs type activities, also activities for writing, and just a little things that maybe I'm not able to include all in my center time completely. So I have so I'm trying to get to the here. So over here I have morning bins. Now, because I typically have 3 or 4 children before we go outside, I have only made 4 bins for now. If I need to add, I will add. So I have some different size popsicle sticks and these little finger people. I don't know what these are called, but they're fun to play with. I might actually even add some pipe cleaners because they can go through there for them. Then I also have some nuts and bolts. This is a great activity for fine motor. Also, I have salt writing, and I included letters that we have covered so far in there, just not to overwhelm, because most of my children are 2.5, and that's why I also doing some beads. It's a controlled activity at the table upstairs, because we wait for all our friends to come. So we are upstairs at a table activity, so I can supervise this very much, and I don't have to worry about loose beads being on anywhere here. None of the kids tend to put things in their mouth, but you never know. So I have that here in the bin, so that way it can be a very controlled group activity. Well, not a group activity because each child gets a bin and then they can rotate the bins. But each individual child works on a bin that they have. That way I can keep the chaos at bay. And then also at the end of the day, I have dedicated some of these, I don't know what this is, what are these called, busy books. And I typically take a page out and let the child play with that page instead of having the whole book out for them, because then I find that they just make a mess and they get overwhelmed. So one page, they can, when they're done, if they want a different page, we can move on to a different page. So that's typically at the end of the day, because we come in at 4:30 and then we are, whoever's left by then can sit down and have a table activity again until their parents come, which can be up to half an hour, but it can be also 10 minutes. So I didn't want something that would create way too much mess for me to have to clean up once they leave. So that's typically what is going to be at the end of the day. I will also have some bingo dabble art on different days. So like Monday we have morning bins, Tuesday bingo dabble art, Wednesday morning bins, and then I have a bucket of potato heads that they can work on, and then probably Friday do some coloring, just something a little bit easier. So that's my morning and evening bins. If you want to kind of see day in the life, I will be sharing more of those, but there are some already on my channel, so you can check those out. So then let's look at, once we are down here, what we do. So for easel, I have set up, I have these stencils. That's a tree stencil and a flower stencil, and they're going to be using some watercolors for that. And then in my sensory bin, I'm keeping it fairly simple. I've got some seeds and corn with some farm animals, and then some these compostable flower pots with some rakes and some carrots that were left over from Easter that they absolutely love. I have my book bag, which I have to move out of the way right there. And then in the kitchen, we are just focusing on kind of farm to table type of foods, things that we can grow in a vegetable garden at a farm, or fruits that we can grow, and things that we can eat and make. There will be a cooking activity this week as well to kind of incorporate the whole farm growing theme as well. Then over here, I have my plant observation station. We've got some different plants. Of course, they're fake. I have a book called Dora's Magic Watering Can. It's a fun book for them to look through parts of the plant. Then I have just some seeds observation. And then if they want to, they can do some rubbing. These are rubbing plates. They're fun to do, but I don't have crayons here just because, again, I have 2.5-year-olds and I don't need crayon all over the place. So if they want to do that activity, they can move on to this table. I will give them the crayon. I tape this to the table, tape the paper to the table, and then I show them how to do that. So this is a little activity, and I'm really trying to focus on a number of friends at each station because I did find things were getting a little chaotic. So I have included some of those, and I got those. They were a freebie on Pay Teachers. I will try and link it down below who I got it from, but if you search it up on there, you can easily find it. So on my small roll table, I have a farm set up, and these were part of my carrots that I included over here that they keep trying to cut them with the little knives that are down there, the wooden ones, but they were in here and they took all of those out and put them in here because I had this set up last week too. So I just kind of went with it because I thought it was kind of cute that they put it into the little wagon. So this is it. Like, I'm slowly trying to add more wood type toys, but it's quite expensive, so I'm doing it slowly. You know, if I find it on Marketplace, I pick it up. Until then, I just use what I have, just because, like I said, it does get quite expensive. And then moving on to here, I'm very excited to share my new table. Well, new to me table. There is a daycare around the corner from my house, and they were putting those out at garbage day. They told me they got money to replace all of their things, so they were getting rid of their furniture. So I picked this table up. I would have probably picked up all the tables that they had, but I truly don't have anywhere to put. I did let some of my friends know, but by the time anybody went to it, they were all gone. I happened to walk by right in the morning when I was walking the dogs, and since I was just around the corner, I went and I picked it up, and it's perfect for my little activity table here. And on here I have puzzles. The kids have been absolutely loving the weather station, so I'm going with that. That we started that about 2 weeks ago, and we are doing it still. They're still enjoying it, so I'm just keeping it here. And all of my printables came from Pocket of Preschool. I think that's what it's called. I will link it in a description box so you can check it out, but also on Teachers Pay Teachers freebie. And then I have to put that sign up. And then I have some springtime puzzles and a farm puzzle. I have one 3-year-old that we are practicing capital letters and small letters. He's kind of getting into recognition. He doesn't actually know what that says, but he is recognizing the letters. So we're sticking to that. And then I have my calendar here. We just sing a song for months of the year and days of the week, and then we do some counting. If it's 1 to 10, I'll do a counting. If not, I'll just tell them the number. And then I have my season here, and then what is the weather like, and all of this stuff except that is on my Teachers Pay Teachers store, so you can check that out. And every month I release a different set of monthly calendar letters, because I have just started that store. So, and that seems to be the best seller on my Etsy shop as well as Teachers Pay Teachers. So over here I have just some more puzzles. I did add another farm puzzle, and then I have some shapes, letters and numbers, and then that's just letters. They absolutely love that thing, so I pulled it out again. And then I have just a couple different toys there for them. My little light table, I'm going to put some flower petals on there for them to explore when we are doing the light table. The books have a variety of books. There's some spring, some farm, some just inclusive books, and then weather, and also toilet training book is in there. And then I have my farm set up here with all the farm felt stuff. This came from Amazon, and the kids absolutely love creating their own scenes. And then I do my circle time over here. My circle time is about 10 to 15 minutes depending on their willingness to participate. So I usually do some rhyme or a story with some props, and I'll put them there, and then I will leave them for them to create their own stories and play with it as they see fit, and they absolutely love doing that. Then I have some I'm leaving this for this week. It's Easter eggs in a basket. This was a huge hit last week, so I am just leaving that here. That spray bottle needs to go down there. It's just planting plants and taking care of them. I have some wooden blocks, some cups that they can build stuff. As you can see, they built one tower. That seems to be the going thing for them to do. And then I'm also keeping the bunny ears and the wings here for another week, just because they absolutely loved playing with it. So this is it for my room for probably a good part of the month. I will be switching probably a few things from the shelf here, but other than that, this is it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe button if you're not subscribed. And make sure you check out my Instagram, Learning with Sonja, where I share all the things we do every single day. So until next time, hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching.